Do you find it difficult to come up with content ideas for your podcast? Or perhaps you've gotten stuck during an interview with a guest where you just have nothing to ask anymore? Try Poddex today. Poddex is the best all-in-one podcast idea generation tool. You get everything from podcast ideas to interesting conversation starters for interviews, engaging discussions, for your live streams, and even social media content ideas. With this tool, you don't have to spend weeks trying to come up with content for an episode or unique questions for your guests. Just shuffle the cards and pick one at random. Hit the record button and get started. Now you can make better content, have more fun while you're at it, and get your viral moment, all with Poddex. Head over to poddex.com and use code C4C. Once again, poddex.com and use code C4C. Okay, we got questions today from Mr. Shawn Smith from the Dripping in Black Productions. So, question number 1. How has your previous experiences influenced your podcasting style or content? Yeah, listening to AM radio as a kid and debating with people at newspaper stands, talking with Uber drivers, taxi drivers across the world. I think they've all contributed to my podcasting style in my being able to get guests to open up, you know. However, I think listening to my favorite podcasters, the Black Guy Who Tips, has been the biggest influence that's changed my podcasting style. Because when I began, I wasn't sure if I wanted to, just be all straight business focused type. And I think listening to the Black Guy Who Tips gave me the motivation to be myself, in that it was okay to laugh and be funny and just go with, the flow of the conversation and the chemistry that I had with the guest that was before me. Question number 2. What was your favorite episode? What was your worst episode? I'll start with the worst. I won't say it's the worst, but it was a very fun episode. I enjoyed it. She's someone who was born in Eastern Africa, a group of people from a part of Africa that I've never talked to, or never interacted with. So it was great to be able to have a conversation with somebody like that, and I learned a lot. But there were 1 or 2 red flags, and it was when I was beginning to, cut on just bringing anybody on the podcast. And after our interview, I asked her, like, hey, why were you making such, at the end, she just decided to attack Democrats, and I was like, well, afterwards I talked to her, and she didn't have any reason why. She just wanted to shit on Democrats and and I was like, but you're a brown person, this is not, are you Republican? Oh, hell no. So what are you? How do you fix the problem? So I was like, okay, I don't care if you're Republican or Democrat, but how do you fix the problem that, you're claiming? And she had nothing. But she was just cool with launching an attack. So I was like, yeah, but I'm not releasing that episode. So I never released that episode publicly, but it's behind the paywall. Favorite episodes? Oh man, almost all my episodes are my favorite, to be honest, because I learn from all my episodes. And the one with my missus, episode 50, many people like that, and I tend to like that, yeah, because that's the woman who's the mother of my child, and that's the woman of my life right now. So yes, that's a big one. My cousin who passed away, unfortunately, Tawanda Asamoah, her episode was also another favorite of mine. And having the first trans woman from Nigeria that was the first LGBTQ person on the podcast. Officially, I always go with episode 50 because that's my wife. Yeah, but to be honest, I love them all. Episode 27 with Gajinder Singh, who's the oldest guest that I've had on the podcast. he takes you through World War II into pre-colonial India and a whole bunch of things. So yeah, I wasn't expecting that, So it's beautiful what I've gotten from everybody. I spent too much time on that one. Question 3: what piece of equipment or other technology was a game changer for you? Man, I'm not a technology person, to be honest. Because if you were to see me right now, I'm struggling here. But because I record at the studio, that's why I love Josh from the Brooklyn Podcasting Studio. Shout out. And yeah, he helps me a lot with all the technology stuff because I've messed up a couple of interviews on my own. But a headset, yes. Actually, the biggest game changer for me is my Microsoft Surface because I use it. That's my office. That's my literal office right there. I do have my little mic at home, USB mic, which I won't say it out loud so my body won't cuss me out. If your life became a book, what will be its title? The Journey of an Aspiring Dictator Who Never Ruled. Put it that way. I don't know. I can't come up with something good right now. That's why I don't have a title for the books that I've written. I've been trying to write like a couple of books. I haven't written. I can't figure out a title, but we'll see. I might eventually get to the end of one of them. If you knew what you know now, what advice would you give your younger self? Did you talk to Jen? Jen asked me something similar to this. It is okay to say no. It is okay to stand your ground and just follow your passion. All right, I went a little bit longer on this one. Thank you for the question, Shawn Smith. Appreciate you. Check out Dripping in Black podcast and productions. They do great stuff over there. And Raphael Harry from White Label American Podcast. Thank you for the privilege of your company. I'm also a member of the Content Creators of Color Collective, taking part in the C4 Challenge. And subscribe, donate, give us that money. Yeah, and support. We got merch, we got